Surendra from Surendra Music Academy. I am very happy to see everyone, those who are seeing this video. So thanks to Piggy Ride for arranging this beautiful workshop for the basic course. Okay, so today I am going to explain basics of theory and practical concept for the piano. Okay, so just I am taking John Thompson's Easiest Piano Course Part 1 for our reference. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn basics of theory part, and also we are going to play few songs. Hope you will all enjoy. So first, if we take piano or keyboard, we have white keys and black keys. Okay, so the black keys are grouped into twos and threes like this. So here you can see two black keys and three black keys are grouped. Now I'm going to play and show you all the two black keys. Then three black keys. Yes. So the white keys, which is named as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So again these A, B, C, D, E, F, G will repeat again and again. So now we will see middle C. So if we are taking piano, like the middle C will be the fourth C from the starting of the piano. And if we are taking the keyboard, so keyboard will have only limited 5 octaves or 6 octaves. So at that time the middle C will be the third C in our keyboard. Okay, now here I will play and show you the middle C. Yes, so this is the third C. So this is the first C, second C, third C. So the third C is the middle C. So C will come always left of the two black keys. So yes, now what we can do is we can play all the C's in our keyboard. Yes. So the middle C will be the third C in our keyboard. Now we will learn about staff or stave. Okay, so the stave can be also name it as staff. It will contains 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this 5 lines only, all the music will be written, and all the music like which we are playing or reading will be in this 5 lines, and there will be 4 spaces in this 5 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 spaces are there and there is 5 lines. The circle will come either in any of the spaces or it will come in the lines. Okay, so yes, so that is the first point we discussed now. Like music is written on the lines or spaces of the stave. So we can also call it as staff. The next point is the notes on the music tell us which key we have to play. So for example, if the circle is on the second line means it will tell us we have to play G. If the circle is on the first line means it will tell us we have to play E. And if it is on the first space means it will tell us we have to play F. So similarly, the notes which is on the stave will tell us what we need to play. Okay. So now we will learn different kind of notes. The first we will learn about semi-breve. Okay, so semi-breve will looks like a circle like this. So wherever we are seeing the semi-breve, we need to play the notes for 4 count, like C 2 3 4, D 2 3 4, like that. So semi-breve can come in any kind of note. It can come in C, it can come in D or E or F. Okay, so wherever we are seeing the semi-breve, we have to play 4 count, and the symbol of the semi-breve is this. So now we will learn about the clef sign. Okay, so clef sign, there are two clef signs. So clef signs will indicate which hand we have to use. Okay, so basically there are two clef signs in piano. So one is treble clef sign, the other one is bass clef sign. So treble clef sign will convey us we to play with our right hand, and bass clef will convey if we are seeing bass clef means we need to play with our left hand. Okay, so now we will see how the middle C will looks like the on the treble clef on the bass clef. Okay, so in the treble clef, so middle C will come on its own line at the bottom. So this is the middle C, and one more thing, so middle C will come on its own line. It will not come in any of these 5 lines and the spaces. So there is one line, own line, and there will be the circle on top of it. So that is the middle C. And similarly, in the bass clef, the middle C will come on top of the 5 lines. Yes. So hope we you understood the concept. So till now we have seen about notes, white keys notes that are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So later we will see about the black keys, and the black keys are grouped into 2s and 3s. So 2 and 3, 2 and 3, like that it will group. After that we have seen the C. Okay, so C will come always left of the 2 black keys. Then we played all the C's in our keyboard. Then we have seen the middle C. So middle C will be the third C in the keyboard. Perfect. After that we learned about the staff or stave. So stave or staff means it will contains 5 lines and 4 spaces. It will tell us which key we need to play. Okay, so if it is on the second line means like G, as we discussed before, and the circle can be either in spaces or it will be in the lines. It will be in any of the things, like also it will be in the own line like the C, which we seen before. So C having own line and the circle on top of it. And we have seen the semi-breve. So semi-breve means like it looks only the circle, and wherever we are seeing the semi-breve, we need to play the notes for 4 count. After that we learnt about clef signs. There are 2 clef signs are there. One is treble clef sign, the other one is bass clef sign. So treble clef sign means we need to play with our right hand, and bass clef sign means we need to play with our left hand. Now we will see how the music is divided. So the music is divided into bars and bar lines. So yes, so here in this top staff we can see there are bars and bar lines. Actually the bar lines will be single line in between the staff. At the end of the staff we can see 2 lines. So these 2 lines we will call it as final bar line. Yes, so final bar line means the song is completed, like the piece or song, like whatever we are playing, that is completed. And the bar lines will separate the bars. The bar will be divided with help of time signature, like the bottom image. Here we can see there are 4 4, 3 4, 2 4. Okay, if it is 4 4 means we need to play each and every bar will contain only 4 count. If it is 3 means each and every bar will contain 3 count. If it is 2 4 means each and every bar will contain 2 counts. So the bars are divided with help of the time signature. So now for this book we will just only concentrate on the top numbers. So later we will check like what all the things why we need to check the bottom numbers. Yes, so the another name for the bar is measure. So we can either say it as bar or we can say it as a measure. Yes, so with help of the bar and bar lines the music is divided. Now we will play the first song. So the title of this is middle C as a semi-breve. So as we seen before, so semi-breve means we have to play the song for 4 count, like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Yes, so if we see here there is the treble clef is there. So next to the treble clef there is the time signature, that is 4 and 4. So 4 4 means each and every bar will contain exactly 4 count. So if we check here means C is having 4 count on the first bar. So after 4 count the second C is also having 4 count. The third C is also having 4 count, and the fourth C is also 4 count. So all are semi-brief. So that means each and every bar exactly having the 4 count, and the bars are separated and divided with help of bar lines. So now we will play our first song. Yes. So the first song is C2 3 4, C2 3 4, C2 3 4, C2 3 4. Yes, the number which indicates the finger numbers. So one more thing, like the thumb finger means 1, like finger number 1 is thumb. So wherever we are seeing the number 1, we need to play with our thumb finger. Wherever we are seeing the number 2, we have to play with index finger. 3 means we have to use our third finger. 4 means ring finger. And 5 means we have to use the little finger. The same will follow in our left hand also. Wherever we are seeing the first 1 means we have to play with thumb finger. 2 means index. 3 means third finger. 4 means ring finger. And 5 means little finger. So we have to use this finger. Okay, so now why we played this song in the right hand means it is on the treble clef. So we used our right hand thumb finger to play this song. Now we will see the same middle C as a semi-brief in the bass clef. Okay, so the same C is there, C4, 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 C4 is there, but these notes are in the bass clef. So bass clef means we need to play with our left hand, and the number is 1. So that means we need to use our thumb finger on the left hand. Yes, now I will play and show you. C2 3 4, C2 3 4, C2 3 4, C2 3 4. So like this. So the same middle C, the previous exercise we played in our right hand because the note was in treble clef. The same C as a semi-brief we played in the left hand because these notes are in the left hand. Okay, so now we will learn another concept, so that is minim. So previously we have seen semi-brief. So semi-brief will have only the circle and there will not be any stem, any line on top of it or on bottom of it. So there will be only one circle. So that means we need to play it for 4 count. The second one is minim. So minim means it gets 2 counts. So wherever we are seeing the minim, we need to play the note for 2 count. For example, we are seeing the C means we have to play like C2, C2 like that. Wherever we are seeing D, we have to play D2. Wherever we are seeing E minim, we have to play E2. So we just need to check the note whether it is C or D or E. After that we need to check whether it is semi-brief or minim. So semi-brief means we need to play for 4 count and minim means we need to play it for 2 count. Yes. So now we will see in detail about minim. So minim will have the open head like the semi-brief and there will be a stem. There will be a line like this on top or on bottom. So we will call it as minim. So the another name for the minim is off note. So wherever we are seeing the minim, we need to play that note for 2 count. Okay. So now we will play this grandfather's clock song. So in the grandfather's clock, if we see here, so there is treble clef, bass clef. So treble clef means we need to play with our right hand. Bass clef means we need to play with our left hand. Then the notes are, all the notes are in minim because there is the open end and there is a stem on top and bottom. And they gave the finger numbers. So this is the finger number 1. So that means we need to play with our thumb finger. Now we will do this exercise. Yes. So C2, C2, then left hand. C2, C2, again right hand. C2, C2, then again left hand. C2, C2. Okay. So now we can also use the metronome. So it will produce sound like this. So we can also play with this. C2, 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 C2. So yes, so we will call it as metronome. So metronome will produce beats. So it will help us to play exactly with the rhythm. So later I will explain about what is beats, how we will use metronome, and we will see in detail about each and everything in our class. Okay, so hope you all enjoyed this session. So thank you once again for the Piggy Ride for giving such beautiful opportunity. Thank you.